violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, I can still get shot by the police, but I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, YouTube? It's the Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. Let's get into the video.
And we start tonight with a developing story. We are learning new information about a growing investigation. This 19-year-old went missing after attending a Halloween party in Sacramento over the weekend.
So I told you guys Halloween was spooky, and we'll be doing a few videos on what happened this Halloween weekend, but it was very spooky.
And sadly, police say she has now been found dead.
It is a tragic ending, and tonight we're learning active service members are allegedly involved in her killing.
This is a case that goes from the Central Coast to the Bay Area and Sacramento. ABC 10's Van 2 is live in Fairfield tonight, and that is where police believe the victim lost her life, Van.
Yeah, Chris, there is a single candle that has been lit outside the home where police say that she was killed. And just a couple of miles from here, a Travis Air Force Base airman arrested and charged with accessory to murder.
Wow.
Two others arrested in the Bay Area. Just 19 years old, Leilani Bucham was full of passion and love, according to her family, distraught when she was reported missing after going to a Sacramento Halloween party Friday night and leaving with two active-duty Air Force service members.
Wow. So these guys are in the Air Force, bruh, and you know, you can't really say, oh, she shouldn't have trusted them. I mean, they're men of uniform, so you don't really think that they would be on demon time.
She was last seen Saturday morning at this Fairfield home on Cascade Lane where the men lived. A neighbor who didn't want to be identified said detectives combed through the house on Sunday and shared this video with us. She said Fairfield police asked her questions.
Did we hear any shooting between the time of 3 a.m. and 9 a.m.? It's a little scary, especially for my kids. Like, you think you're moving into a better neighborhood, you know, and still nothing really different.
Acting with the Travis Air.
Yeah, I mean, it almost feels like you can't get away from this type of stuff. Okay? It really does. Because the crime is just going crazy. It's going rampant, especially these shootings across the U.S. So, I mean, I feel for her and her kids because, you know, you want to take your kids and move them out the hood, and then you get somebody who gets clapped right across the street.
Air Force Base's Office of Special Investigations and the Monterey County Sheriff's Office, police say Bucham's remains were found in Monterey County where she was living. 3 arrests were made by Sunday night, 2 in Pittsburgh. 21-year-old Jessica Quintanilla was charged with murder.
So these are Hispanics, okay? We got Jessica Quintanilla and Marco Quintanilla. All right, so I don't know why they're not putting their mugshots, but we'll see what's up.
And 27-year-old Marco Quintanilla charged with accessory and violation of parole associated with a past conviction for attempted murder.
Wow, so here we go, buddy right here. He was, I mean, honestly, he could pass for white. But he was already on parole. He was serving parole for a convicted murder, man. Or attempted murder. How did these dudes just skate by? Like, they say the criminal justice system is this and the third. You know, this is a Hispanic dude, obviously by his name. Like I said, he could pass as white, but he's an Hispanic dude, and these dudes is just getting off like that. It doesn't seem like the justice system is unfair to these people. It seems like the justice system is unfair to the citizens, the law-abiding citizens.
And in Fairfield, U.S. Air Force Airman First Class Juan Power Peralta is charged with accessory to murder. He's seen here posing for a portrait at Travis Air Force Base last year, while serving as the 60th Aerial Port Squadron Cargo Processing Specialist. Neighbors said the airman had been renting a room in the house for at least 6 months. And we just received a statement from Leilani's family. They tell us Leilani was truly a blessing to us and her beloved friends. Leilani shared a very close relationship with her younger brother and sister who, after she ventured out to college, maintained daily communication with them. We will miss her smile, her laugh, her caring demeanor, her strong will, her passion for life, and the love she brought to our family. We love you, Leilani. Now back out here live, police have not confirmed the relationship between the parties involved here, and the case will be filed with the Solano County District Attorney's Office tomorrow morning.
Our Van 2 live for us tonight. A tragedy. Van, thank you.
The Bay Area woman charged with murdering 19-year-old Leilani Beecham over the holiday weekend in Fairfield made her first appearance in Solano County Superior Court. Only still photos were allowed in the courtroom.
You don't normally see is we have a woman that's a shooter.
Beecham, who is from
Wow. So the woman was the shooter, and they tried to paint my boy Marco as the main guy, and they didn't even show the woman's mugshot. Isn't that sexist to assume that the man is the shooter? I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping.
Carmel was first reported missing Saturday. Police say she was last seen at a Halloween party in Sacramento early that morning, leaving with 2 active duty Air Force members. The group allegedly went back to this home on Cascade Lane in Fairfield. That's where police and members of Travis Air Force Base's Office of Special Investigation believe 21-year-old Jessica Quintanilla of Pittsburgh shot and killed Beecham.
There is some indication it might have been a love triangle.
Wow. So it looks like these 2 women were fighting over Marco. You know, Marco got the little Tatianas chasing after him, and you know, he had their heads so messed up that Shorty was willing to kill over him. She was on demon time for that D. You know what I mean? So she wasn't playing. She wasn't playing, and you know, it looks like Marco might get off, honestly, unless he tried to cover it up.
Beecham's remains were found Sunday in Monterey County. Quintanilla's 27-year-old brother, Marco Quintanilla, who was also in court today, and 20-year-old Juan Peralta were both arrested for accessory to murder.
Oh, wow. So maybe they was looking at Juan. In the last video, they try to present it as if he was Marco. So
Peralta is an active U.S. Air Force airman seen in this portrait taken at Travis Air Force Base.
According to the charging documents obtained by ABC 7 News, Marco Quintanilla has been charged with having knowledge of the murder and helping his sister cover it up. Peralta, the U.S. Air Force member, has not.
Okay. I get what happened. So the girls liked Juan. Okay. The girls like Juan, the deceased girl and the Quintanilla girl, okay? They both like Juan. The female Quintanilla ends up murking the deceased woman and over Juan. And it looks like Marco helped the sister cover it up. So, yeah, Marco's going down the road, too.
Not yet been charged, however. An official tells us the county is still determining whether they plan to do so.
The Solano County District Attorney's Office would not confirm if Peralta is one of the 2 Air Force members Beecham left the Halloween party with on Saturday morning. A judge did not grant bail to Jessica Quintanilla and set her brother's bail at $50,000. Beecham is a beloved big sister and recent college graduate. Family said in a statement they will miss Leilani's smile, laugh, caring demeanor, strong will, and passion for life, and the love she brought to their family. In Fairfield, Liz Kreutz, ABC 7 News.
Breaking news right here, and it's tough to tell you. A 10th grade student is dead, shot in the head, waiting this morning at a bus stop. The victim went to Central Gwinnett High School. He was just 16 years old.
So guys, didn't we just do a story on South Gwinnett? Now a guy at Central Gwinnett, 16-year-old boy, waiting for the bus stop, gets clapped. I told you guys about Gwinnett County.
Witnesses say another student shot him in retaliation after losing a fight the day before. And police arrested the suspect and one of the suspect's family members. They're also both teenagers.
A 16-year-old boy shot in the head at a bus stop. The suspected shooter is another teenager. Channel 2's Audrey Washington is live at Central Gwinnett High in Lawrenceville. And Audrey, you were able to learn that both the victim and the accused shooter in this case attended that school.
Right, both students here at Central Gwinnett High School. Now, it's important to note, Linda, that the shooting did not happen here at the high school. Instead, it happened over in that direction inside a subdivision at a bus stop.
Wow. So little buddy just waiting to go to school, probably an online social media beef, and these dudes are on demon time and they're about it. Young dudes, high school students, man.
This is the 17-year-old Central Gwinnett High student arrested and charged with aggravated assault
Dang.
Tuesday morning. Police say just before school started, Sarah Abdi walked up to a 16-year-old student.
Sarah Abdi. So it don't even sound like he's ADOS. Like, it don't even sound like he's an American black, or maybe he's a first generation American black. But I mean, he looks black. But wow. I mean, it just goes to show that, man. I mean, these guys who are a lot of the foreign exchange guys, you know, they get the perception, or they try and sell us the perception that, hey, they come over here, they work hard, they get on the. I mean, these guys are getting involved in the hip hop culture too, being submerged into black culture, and are becoming statistics just like everybody else.
16-year-old student and shot him in the head. It happened here at a bus stop on Saddle Shoals Drive. Paramedics rushed the victim to a nearby hospital where he remains in critical condition. Police say Abdi took off, but officers arrested him at a home a short time later. Back at the school, many students and parents told me they were too afraid to speak about the incident on camera. In a statement, the Central Gwinnett High School principal said in part, quote, "While this tragic incident did not occur at school, we wanted to make sure you were aware. I have shared this information with our faculty this morning so that teachers are aware and can assist students who may be upset and need to speak with one of our counselors."
So they're going to try and, you know, implement a safe space for the students to stomach what happened. What type of precedent does this serve for the other students that go to Central Gwinnett? Are there other people involved in these little beefs? What's going on?
I have also asked that we have additional school resource officers on campus today. I felt that our students, staff, and families would feel better with additional security and support at our school. And the students I spoke with off camera here told me that both the victim in this case and the suspected shooter had a history of issues, history of problems. Exactly what those problems were is still unclear, but we are still working to find out exactly what led up to this shooting that has left a 16-year-old boy in the hospital tonight. And we are live here in Lawrenceville, Gwinnett County. Audrey Washington, Channel 2 Action News.
And for their families, for all of their friends right now, I mean, what a nightmare. Audrey, thank you.
Vegas Raiders wide receiver Henry Ruggs III is going to face drunken driving charges for a deadly crash. Las Vegas Metropolitan Police say Ruggs was driving a Chevy Corvette around 3:40 this morning when he rear-ended another vehicle at Rainbow Boulevard and South Spring Valley Parkway. The other vehicle caught fire and the driver was pronounced dead. Police say Ruggs was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries and is going to be charged with driving under the influence.
So guys, if you don't know who Henry Ruggs III is, he was a receiver at Alabama. Honestly, he was Slick the GOAT. He was Slick, one of the GOATs. And now to see him in this vehicular homicide situation, which really, you know, what it comes down to, or vehicular manslaughter at the least, they're giving him a DUI charge right now, but I think they might end up racking up some more charges. But he's in deep water. I mean, he just signed a huge contract, and I mean, these guys are throwing it away just like that. They're willing to throw it away just like that. You know, let's see what contract he ended up getting. Okay, so he signed a 4-year, $16 million deal and just threw it away just like that,
resulting in death. Ruggs was taken 12th overall in the 2020 draft by the Raiders. Katie Johnston for CBSN, Los Angeles.
Metro Police confirmed Ruggs was driving his Chevrolet Corvette when he hit a Toyota RAV4. The RAV4 was traveling north on South Rainbow by Spring Valley in the right lane. At the same time, police say Ruggs and a female passenger were in his Corvette going fast in the center lane, then veered off to the right lane. That's where the RAV4 was.
Wow. So they're going at speeds that clock at 150 miles per hour in a Corvette, which my dad used to say Corvettes are plastic cars. Yeah, I mean, they're going. He's lucky to not have been severely injured. They hit this RAV4. The RAV4 basically catches fire and burns the woman inside. I mean, talk about a way to go out. And it's like my channel is almost like a thousand ways to die. Like there's so many different people just getting killed in different ways, man. It's crazy.
Front of Ruggs' car hit the RAV4 from behind. When the RAV4 came to a stop, it caught on fire. When first responders got on scene, they found the driver of the RAV4 dead. She was 23 years old.
Wow. I mean, and she basically got cooked. She basically got cooked. Okay? In the car. In a RAV4. She's 23. Ruggs is 22. And he basically took her life, man. Driving recklessly. Will he be severely punished? I don't know. I mean, he's released from the team. But what they would try and paint the picture of, oh, you know, a black man can't get up. Da, da, da. Like, bro, this is an NFL player. Took somebody else's life. You know, driving recklessly, has everything in the world, willing to risk it for what?
Amy Rigo lives right in this area. She provided 8 News Now with the video of the RAV4 catching fire.
Wow.
I don't know if anybody had time to take whoever was in there or what, or they were scared because, you know, Corona, whatever. But I really felt bad.
She did not say they were scared for Corona. Bruh. This man hit this woman. And instead of helping her to get out, I mean, he probably watched the vehicle catch on fire.
But I really felt bad that, you know, I feel like maybe if somebody wasn't just not afraid, could have went out there and helped them.
How about maybe if he wasn't speeding at 156 miles per hour? Where is the accountability for these dudes who are doing these things, bruh? Because he shouldn't be given a pass. He just killed someone. And we've done, we've done hit and run stories all on this channel. This woman went out one of the worst ways you could ever go out. Trapped in your own car, burning to death.
Police say Ruggs stayed on scene after the crash and showed signs of impairment. He was taken to UMC with non-life-threatening injuries.
Henry Ruggs III has been released from the Las Vegas Raiders. The decision comes after police say Ruggs was involved in a drunk driving crash yesterday morning that killed a 23-year-old woman.
So not only was he speeding, but he's intoxicated as well.
Let's go out to 13 Action News reporter Alyssa Bethencourt. She's joining us live this morning from the Las Vegas Justice Court with details on the charges he's now facing. Alyssa?
Yeah, Kalina, Dave, the release is likely the least of his worries as he faces criminal charges and a potential civil suit. Now, court records show the 22-year-old is facing 2 felonies, DUI resulting in a death and reckless driving.
Wow. DUI resulting in a death and reckless driving. I mean, I don't know how much time he could serve for that. Probably won't serve any time. But talk about softball charges, man. And he'll probably be back in the NFL. Right? He'll probably be back in the NFL. There goes your racist, white supremacist system.
Probation is not an option here in Nevada for a conviction on a charge of DUI causing death, which carries a possible sentence of 2 to 20 years in state prison. Attorneys for Ruggs said they were conducting their own investigation and asked everyone to reserve judgment until all the facts are gathered. The Raiders didn't wait for the courts to act, sending out a brief statement Tuesday night announcing Ruggs' release. The Raiders had issued a statement earlier in the day saying the team was aware of the crash and devastated by the loss of life and in the process of gathering information. 13 Action News spoke with Matthew Hoffman, the co-owner of Battle-Born Injury Lawyers. He says Ruggs' celebrity and bank account won't help him against the criminal charges. In fact, he said it could hurt him in the legal battle.
Wow, so 2 to 20, 20 being the maximum. Taking somebody's life, man, in that manner, you got to do 15, bruh. I'm not even trying to, I'll never want to see them. Nah, bruh. He got to do 10 to 15. Like, that's just so messed up, bro. You took somebody's life. They about the same age as you. Had everything going for them. And, you know, we'll see what happens. I'm not wishing that he gets this time, but I would like to see some accountability held. Because this is absolutely wrong, bruh. It really is.
Money and fame do have a big influence in the outcome. But unfortunately for the person who has money and is famous, when it's a severe case, it's a poorer outcome for them.
Now, a judge will be going over Ruggs' case at 9 this morning. It's still not clear, though, if Ruggs will be physically appearing in court. We are following this case very closely, and we'll bring you the very latest, both on air and online. I'm live in downtown Las Vegas this morning. Alyssa Bethencourt, 13 Action News.
Gang violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.